In the previous video, we learned about the real-time trends and we are actually going to the historical trend. So for historical trend, that means that will saves the data, not only shows the data or shows the current trend graph in this picture or in this trend view, that will saves the data or log the data in a specific file. And we can access that specific file through the Excel like things. Okay, whatever. I'm going to create a historical data first. So for saving this kind of temperature and pressure values, so you can see the historical data is here. Double tap on the historical data and we can actually add one historical data. For this data log, I'm using data log 1 PT, pressure temperature. For the data log PT I call it, and the storage location will not be RDB, that will be CSV. CSV means comma separated values, so that values can be accessed through the Excel. So CSV value, and the path will be inside the storage card or SD card. So only up to this SD card we can save, because this is an HMI. So for that, for storing in our PC, for storing these kind of things in our PC, I'm not using the HMI. I'm going to add SCADA. So I'm going to delete this HMI right here. I don't need this HMI right now. So delete this HMI, where it is, delete. And I'm deleting this HMI and I'm going to add one SCADA. Okay, well, that one SCADA, that can be, by using a SCADA we have an advantage. Everything will be working in our PC, and so that we can simply store the values in our PC. So go to PC systems, PC general. Inside I'm adding a PC station. Inside the PC station I'm gonna add one thing, that is the WinCC professional or advanced, whatever. I can choose professional or advanced. I'm using the advanced because that runtime is much faster than the professional. If you are using the professional, the runtime or the startup time will be a bit slow, but the functions are a bit high. And we can choose the SIMATIC HMI application. Oh, where it is. And the advanced, WinCC advanced, I'm going to add to this. Okay, WinCC advanced. So after adding this WinCC advanced, we can go to create the same things over here on this WinCC. So you can see HMI RT1, this is a WinCC RT advanced. Inside the PC session you can see. So inside the screens, I'm going to add a new screen to develop things. Okay, fine. So I'm just placing one slider, and like in the previous times, I'm just going to use one slider, and I'm also going to create one more thing, that is a historical log. So not only one slider, two sliders. So two sliders, and I'm going to create a historical log. Before providing the tag names for the sliders. So the first slider, I'm going to add up a new tag name, that will be pressure. The previous tag won't exist because that was inside the HMI. So here I'm going to put the new tags in the SCADA, that will be pressure, and the data type will be integer. Okay, and next one, the tag will be not pressure, that I'm going to add one more, that will be temperature. Also integer, and pressure and temperature, and the title I'm going to put as T, and here it will be P, pressure and temperature, and the styles and designs will be WinCC dark, and for this also WinCC dark. Okay, fine. So we just go through two tags, pressure and the temperature. So I'm going to create one more thing, that will be the historical data, for storing the historical data. So I'm going to double tap the historical data like previous times, and I'm going to create the data log. The data log means the storage file to store the log data. Like the previous times, PT will be the storage data name, and the storage location will be like CSV. Okay, comma separated values. So the path for the file will be C /logs. Inside the C we can go to logs and we can actually see the PT value or the pressure temperature value. And the logging tags I have to add here. The logging tag 1, logging tag 2. The process tag will be where it is. The process tag should be pressure and the process tag should be temperature. Pressure and temperature. 2 tags, and the logging cycle would be 5 seconds. That's that we don't need that too much time logging cycle, because that will be logging, that will be that things will be logging in a, if you are logging things in a high speed manner, the file size of the storage file size will be much bigger. Only we can save up to 50 kbs or something like that. You can see data records are 50 kbs. So you can see here 550 kb, maximum size is 50 kb. So we can actually go to the screen 1 and put a trend view right here, trend view. And also inside the trend view I'm going to make it as WinCC dark. So that's it. And for this, for watching this trend, I'm going to add up some buttons. I have to check the previous value, so I have to add up some buttons. So toolbar, I have to display the toolbar right here. By displaying toolbar, you can see these buttons, so I can access the previous values also. So that's why I'm adding the toolbar. So we just added it, and I'm going to the trend for providing the trend setup. So inside the trend I'm going to add a new one, trend 1, trend 2. 2 trends. First will be the pressure, the black should be the pressure and the red should be the temperature. So the trend type we just previously, that was cyclical real time. That means that is the real time trend. Now I am not using that. I'm gonna use the historical or the data logging. Okay, that is the data logging trend. Both of the trends should be in the data logging format. And now I can click the source settings. While clicking, you can see the data log, it's asking for data log file. So I can choose PT. PT is my data log file, and the pressure would be my process tag. Okay, I just added the pressure, and again here the PT would be the data logging file, and the temperature should be the process tag. So I just added these two things, and I can go to the runtime. See here, it is not in the simulation, it's runtime. Start runtime on PC right here. So this is my runtime, and that might take a couple of seconds. So I do get this runtime right here, and I'm going to increase the tags. I just increasing, and no value is actually obtaining in these trends. So I'm increasing my pressure and increasing my temperature, again increasing my pressure, decreasing my pressure. No result. Okay, no result for this, the pressure and the temperature same. So how can I acquire the data? By clicking the toolbar buttons. By clicking the back button, you can see it will goes to acquire the previous data and update it with the forward button. While updating, you can see the 5-second cyclic time real historical trend. That will be, this thing will be the historical trend, and you can see again back button and update. So this is my historical trend that will be updating in every 5 seconds. See, so this is my trend, and again see, you can see this is my trend. See, this is my historical trend that will be logging, not in the real time, that not in every 0.1 second, not in every 1 second. It's logging in every 5 seconds. See, it's logging in every 5 seconds. So we can actually acquire the previous data and the newer data by dragging this thing. Okay, by dragging this we can actually acquire the newer data. Okay, see, by dragging you can actually see the newer data. Dragging means in this, inside the HMI, that will be if you are using the HMI, you can swipe it up. Okay, that's the dragging. So I'm not complete, I'm just going to exit from this, Alt plus F4, like that, normal exit. So by I just gone through this historical trend, but it's, we have to check it is historical or not. if it is saving in our PC or not. So I'm going to my PC. Inside my PC, I'm saving the trends inside the C logs. See, in the historical data, you can see the path of the file is C:logs. Inside the logs, we can see the trends. So we can actually go to the C. Where is C? So C, this PC. I can go to the C. Inside the C, you can see logs right here. Inside the logs, you can actually see the pt0.csv. That means inside the pt0, we are actually saving the data. That's in the CSV format. So I'm taking that pt as it's a CSV format file, so comma separated value. That means we can actually access this file in the Excel or through the Excel. So I'm opening the Excel. That also take a couple of seconds, so kindly bear with me. So here we have this Excel sheet of PT or the PT, and that will log the pressure and the temperature value for real time. See, here it is, the value is pressure, the current value of pressure, current value of temperature, current value of pressure and temperature. That will be logged up to the run time with respect to the time. That is the historical data. Okay, from this data we can access the Excel values and also the historical values also. That is the historical trend and the data logging. Thank you.